Uh, Next war recap video. This clan here has a higher up clan that has over 100 wins. This is kind of like their sister clan. And you can see we beat them by 10 stars. They didn't try our top base. We got a lot of 3 stars and 2 stars. No 1 stars, which they didn't have any Town Hall 10s. They had some 9.5s, but I mean, against our top guys, they were no match. So we had a pretty good destruction here too. I'll show the most heroic attack. Now this came at the end of the war. This was just a 2-star attack. And it's go wipe. And I'm trying to teach everyone the go wipe, how to do it. So ignore this golem if you're a Town Hall 8. But you put 2 golems on the side and follow those up with wizards. And you can see there's not many wizards here at the back, in the middle, and that's where the Pikas go. And where the Pikas going to attack? They're going to attack the closest building. So they get in there, you know, this compartment's open, there's a jump there just to help guide everything in. And I'm silly, I forgot to deploy the Archer Queen. There she comes in late. And then also on this, you might not know how much percentage you're going to get, so you got to have a plan to pick up, you know, maybe the extra 50%. So here we got a minion, like this cannon, you know, that stuff's like, that minion's going to kill a lot of buildings. And then you have a couple of archers, you know, that'll take out some of these side buildings, stuff like that. So we're at the 50, we didn't need to worry about it. But, you know, you just got to have that plan just in case, so. Anyways, that was just a 2-star attack, just to make sure, you know, we got some stars on the board, just to clinch it. So, again, you know, they weren't able to hit our top guy. And I think that was the big thing in this war. They had these 9.5s, and they had much more Town Hall 9s at 8.5. But, you know, like, they weren't that much. Like, we had our Town Hall 8s attacking them. Like, they weren't a huge difference because they didn't place their Town Hall 9 defenses. So, and here, they didn't even kill some of our Town Hall 8s. They couldn't finish it. And look, this is a Town Hall 9 coming down, Town Hall 9 coming down, Town Hall 9 coming down. Here, a 2-star, and this is a higher Town Hall 9. And I could show it, because this is with Valkyries. I'll just do it fast. You know, he plays, this is the thing. You put a golem here, and you follow it up with a line of wizards. So all these buildings are going to get destroyed. There's no, and he's so slow on the Valk deployment, they all go to the closest building, which is on the outside. Now he gets some help from the CC to lure them in, and the jump will help bring them in. But by the time they get to the cornies, that's when he saved his heals for them. I mean, look at this. There's no Valks even here for the heals, so, you know, he just ran out. And 15 heroes, you can't even kill a Town Hall 8? Like, that's not very good, especially with those high golems. So, and again, you know, the guys dropping down. They just couldn't clinch it. We won this game on the Town Hall 8s. And they had more Town Hall 9s. So, let's go for another defense here. So this is Eddie. And they're going to do hogs. And so he's gonna, like, this is a kind of maybe a spot for some bombs. So he's checking that bomb, and double whammy because he's getting the CC lure. No bombs there. Eddie's smarter than that. He's gonna make his bombs hard to trip. So he's got the witches, and you know, the witches make a bunch of skeletons distract, and so he's able to kill those clan castle troops. You know, that's normal stuff. You got the queen in there helping. Where's the king, though? And look, if you got a plan to do that kind of stuff, and you're not killing these outside buildings, look, this building's dead. Where's the king gonna go now? Closest building, outside. He's still outside the base. He's a step back. So that's probably one of his faults. He put in his hogs a little early. Like, that archer queen wasn't really killed. And he just went into it. And look, did he forget to kill some of the CC? Look at this. There's a whiz. He's just gobbling up those hogs. They got no match over there. He's got to keep him healed. Here, double bomb. A little bit harder to get to because he had some defenses, in it. And, they were able to jump and double trip it. So that's good for him. And look. Boom. His hogs are killed by the wizard. Killed by another bomb. Likely another double bet there. Or right beside it, actually. And now, he's got nothing left, so... The mistake there was not sending enough hogs to double check that clan castle. And again, not thinking about if the barb's going to go on the outside. You got to cut off these buildings on the outside. You got to really create that funnel so that you make sure your stuff goes in. Deployed the hogs early on this archer queen as well. You want to kill that archer queen really before you start attacking. Sometimes you're pressed for time, but that archer queen will mess you up if you leave her... standing in Town Hall 9. So that's our bases I went through. Here's theirs. Look at these were 9.5s. They called them because they didn't place their Inferno towers. And Steve was able just to nail those and then B-Tot our number 1. Piece of cake 3-star. Piece of cake 3-star. We could go to Austin's replay here. So this is one of our higher Town Hall 9 attacks. So he's got the golem, he's killing all these outside buildings, and very wide with the wizards to make sure everything's dead. All the outside buildings are dead. He's got that king in, and the golem goes in first to take the CC hits and the archer queen hit, and the golem or the barb king comes in just a close second, so that getting hit right away, and he's able to take down all that crap. Archer queen's sitting there untouched so far. And she's able to help, And there, everything's down. He's got an air defense down. And Archer Queen's taking out some of those outside buildings. And here comes his attack. So, two loons. And very patient here. No rage early. 2 loons. And he knows these loons are going to go for that air defense. And here comes the rage. He wants to guide them towards that expo. Let's kill that expo. Now he's got the hounds here. He's working this clockwise motion. And 2 loons again per building. A loon over here. Very patient. Here comes another hound. A couple loons per building. And they're all working their way into the middle. As you can see, they just... those balloons just make it when that hound's going to pop. And then boom, that air defense is down. All defenses down. Perfect pop. And we actually went over to this clan and the guy said he's never been 3-starred before. So Austin showed him some weaknesses in his base, and these guys will improve their bases a lot from this war. So the next 3-star by our Town Hall 9s is JT on 10. Here we go, Golem, couple whiz to follow it up. I would have liked to have saw this dead, because if he had a Barb King, it might go to the outsides, but his Archer Queen's just going to sit back. So, no problem there. And watch this lightning. Sees the witches, bam, kills both witches with that lightning. That was amazing. And then Archer Queen's kind of close to the side, so he just pegs her off. Easy work. He's tanking those expos with the golems, and these hogs are coming in on the side. Now he deployed Giant to distract a couple of the troops. This Giant, although he never got hit, because these stuff were attacking his other Giant. And then again, he does that at the top, so that Giant at the top was good. And he's just doing this surgical hog. So he picked off a couple buildings, and it's almost the same as this lava loon, where you're working in this clockwise motion. And his hogs got hit right at the end by a double bomb, but that was the last defensive building. Everything's down. Queen's in the middle, and those hogs are just going to work on that cleanup now. He saved the for cleanup, which is very good. I should have done that because one of my attacks was 98%. I didn't have that whiz in the bag to help me on cleanup, so good job there. Missed a little bit of that one, but I hope you guys saw what happened. 13, our Town Hall 10s. And this one was a funny attack because I didn't have my king, and I knew this base would be a little bit tricky because the central queen, but the lure was so easy. I just used one giant here, and it was in range, and it just survived long enough to pull the witch out. And look, I only brought a couple archers and my archer queen because I was doing a 5 hound attack. And that archer queen brings in the extra troops to kill off those whizzes. That's what was important. I didn't care if that witch ended up surviving. My archer queen did clutch it, but this was a pretty simple attack. You just throw a couple hounds there, and you just work those balloons in. Lots of rages, and you just pray that the archer queen stands on top of a building or she gets pegged off by lava pup. I didn't get lucky that she wasn't standing on a defensive building. But the pups here, because you got these 4 rages, the pup can work of her and she's dead. This is what we call the YOLO lava loon attack, and I don't recommend it. Although I used it, I don't recommend it because this one you're praying. You're praying to kill that queen. I was fortunate that the CC lure was easy and my queen was able to just take her out. Like, that was clutch. And here, my loons, they could have died. And that pop was just perfect. And my loons, just were able to survive. Sometimes you collect enough of these pups that they could just take out a defensive building as well. And so this one was all over pretty fast. Fast attack when you're ranges like that. So, in some of these, this is a Town Hall 8 coming up and attacking that guy for 2 stars. We just had to get some stars on the board for some of these. So, and look at this. So these guys, I think, were all Town Hall 8.5 they call it because they haven't placed their defensive 9 buildings yet. And so our guys were able just to, this guy just logged troops ready and just went at her like it was a piece of cake for him. Because it's similar to Town Hall 8, so he just destroyed that guy. Look at, these are all of our Town Hall 8s. They're just destroying our Town Hall 8s. We didn't have many guys jump down to help. There's one guy jumped down to help out. He didn't really need to. Because we still had some Town Hall 8 attacks, but he just wanted to get some 3 stars on the board to finish it off. So, anyways, we'll watch. This is kind of what our Town Hall 8s do. And so 3 loons, he knew that if he killed this building, the next closest, there could have been a Tesla here, but, he got lucky that the next closest was that cannon, and he pulls the CC lure. Now, you do got to be careful if you're using air to pull the CC, a balloon will not come out. So if there's balloons in there, it doesn't come out. And he tried to anchor it here. He found a Tesla in the corner. That's just a retarded place to drop a Tesla. So 2 witches in the CC, they're going to overwhelm all the skeletons they make up. And he's just got a couple, distraction whizzes to help deal that extra damage. And so CC's taken care of. That's first step on hogs. And he sends in the hogs, 2 paths. He just wants to do big damage. And I guess he wants to, kill the buildings close to the Barb King and just get the hell away from him as quick as he can. I'm guessing that's what his strategy was. And patient on the heels. And because half the base is already wiped out, he just dropped those heals. And I don't think hit a bomb really yet. Maybe there was one I see exploded over there, but the base is so tight. I guess he knew that there was no bombs inside of it, and Barb King on that corner Tesla, because when these hogs kill these couple buildings, they would be running over to that Tesla to kill it. So he wanted to get them right there in the cleanup, save the whiz. That storage has a lot of HP, so it's good to put the whiz there, help out. He's also got this corner hut, and there's the double bomb set, like way off to the side. So again, deploying those balloons at the start so that his hogs wouldn't path over these, and that's why also he probably started from this corner and worked his way, kind of like that. You just got to plan, what is the next closest building? So our Town Hall 8s did a great job, and they're really what we want to plan for this match for us. So we could go through some of our players here, and let's go through some war events. So it was somewhere around here when Dub East failed. We were sweating a little bit because it was pretty close. It was almost tied, and then we got another fail here. This is the Town Hall 8 attacking, and so, yeah. And then we got a couple 98%, so I'll show those in a bit. Really close there. Again, just this one, that was the last base. He just wanted to go down, finish it up, and get his 3-star. And then we have Town Hall 8 attacking higher. I bet you Sully could have finished that lower base, though. Tony here, this is when things started looking up. Tony clutched it. Got 3 stars on 15. Beat Todd, our number 1 taking on their 5. That's easy. And they're still struggling to clean up bases. There. Here we go. This one, the guy, he was sick all day. Came up, had some troops ready, just attacked 20 and nailed them. And a good attack. We didn't expect this star, so he picked up that one. And that's the most heroic attack I showed there at the start. Again, that was just a planned 2-star attack. The 3-star just slightly failed. All defenses were down, but he ended up with a 1-star ran out of times. So that was just a quick cleanup. And here, he tried for a 2-star up here. That's our Town Hall 8. At that point, too, he's probably just looking at loot, because at this point we knew it was 1. And here's, 3 stars to clutch it right at the end. Untouched base. And, 2 stars on their number 1. He was just going for loot, right? And that's the Town Hall 9. And, going for loot. Almost had it there. So, let's look at some of these. So again, Steve should have maybe had better communication. He just went in and attacked these 2 guys. But 2 stars on Town Hall 10 is okay for our Town Hall 10s. Beat Todd was able to then clean up some lower guys. So, a close one here, again. And 3 stars easy. If you're dropping that low, they get pretty easy to clean up. And that's what we recommend, because R1 usually attacks 1 and 2. 2 usually attacks 3 and 4. And then you get all these up attacks that you could afford to make several attempts down the lane. And so this guy here, failed attack, and then this 2-star was, I didn't really even like it. Like, I didn't think he had it, but his heroes, he held on to his heroes and clutched it at the end. But with the troops he had, he'd used lava with minions, balloons with minions, and he didn't deploy the minions until the very end. And he had a rage for them to go on the town. It was kind of weird. You're supposed to follow up those minions with the balloons so that they could take out things like the Archer Queen or whatever. Missed attack. This is the second one in a row, so we kicked him. We're sitting this guy, I believe, because he missed an attack and a 2-star, so we're not quite ready to kick him. By the time Dreams logged in, There was no bases left for him. A couple fails down here. I mean, Warlord we kicked because he was just two-star specialist. Go Wipe is a really good attack on Town Hall 8, but if you don't do it properly, you're going to get the 2-star every time. So you got to be skilled. To do that Go Wipe, you got to be skilled. And moving down the list, another guy here talked the game. Couldn't put the stars on the board, though. Good war by Celtic. And, you know, all these guys are picking up 3 stars somewhere. So that's why we get 2 attacks. So that if you screw up one of them, you could 3-star the other one. 99% 1-star here. So that's our lineup. And this is theirs. And I think you could tell. Maybe we'll hide that guy. Top 10. Look at, there's only a couple like missing stars here, but look at this one. Like you got missing stars, right? And I mean that guy's attacking a couple ranks down. He should have had that one. Look at 3s attacking lower. I mean, technically, if you want to talk Town Hall 8.5, these guys are kind of attacking Town Hall 8.5, like because Adrenaline has Expo 1 and that guy has Expo 1. So, and the guy below him cleaned it up for 3-star. Like, so this guy right here, higher level, a co-leader, you expect more out of that guy. And look at this guy too. Again, 1-star, and then cleaning up at Town Hall 8. So this attack too on Fallen. If Fallen accidentally had his exposed to ground, and that guy was able to kill it. But look at this, failed attack. Another failed on Coco. So Coco's got a pretty good base. That's 4 attacks right there on the top. This guy was a phenomenal attacker. 99%, very unlucky on that one. And mine, there's a little hidden secret in mine, and then it just caught him. But, I mean, that guy had phenomenal plans. That 9, he was their best player for sure. Although the scoreboard doesn't really show it. You know, here, and this is their Town Hall 8.5s, they call them. So, like, they weren't able to match Town Hall, like, our low Town Hall 9s with Expo. And like they're basically our Town Hall 8.5s. They weren't able to match them there. So like 20, like they're attacking a little bit like 24. That's a Town Hall 8. This guy's Town Hall 8. There, George. And again, this guy's I think is one of their. They had a bigger advantage here because they had all these Town Hall 9s, but they didn't place, so they were easy for us to clean up. And they couldn't clean up our Town Hall 9s, so they're attacking a little bit lower. So, and you can see that it's like, it takes one of these top guys to kill like our... Aaron had a lot of defenses on him. So, this guy here, I guess he had the best base because he had 8 attacks on him. And that, you know, that's a mid, like, look at this. We only need one attack to kill that guy. 1 attack up here. So that's not the kind of stuff you want to see. 1 attack. It gets a little bit skewed because some of our guys are like looted number 1 and 2. So anyways, that's the war recap. A close one. 10 stars. And I'm sure if we faced these guys again and they did some improvements, they would do better. I mean, especially if they got that rank 5. And you can see here they just merged, so they were kind of new, but like they are good attackers. We have good bases, and if they had better bases, I think it would be even closer than what the score was. But they're trying this 8.5 stuff, and it's not as effective. I think it's just getting the ones on the ground. But once you go to Expo 2, like it's over. Like you're a Town Hall 9 for sure. And you get matched up against hard guys when you get the Expo 2. So, anyways, that's the war recap. Very good war. And, it finished at a time in the afternoon when it was, all of our players could watch it. So, it was a good war. Good war. And there's our lineup for the next war. So, we got Austin. We'll start with this. Okay, those are Town Hall 10. BTO's maxed. And then we got Austin, who has high heroes. Coco, who has high heroes. And those are our max Town Hall 9s. I have Expo 2, so I'm a mid Town Hall 9. Fallen Heroes, Expo 2, mid Town Hall 9. And then we got Tony. Tony here, Expo 1. Pineapple, Expo 1. All these guys have Expo 1 or less. And Phantom is Town Hall 8. So we're going up to 16. Dreams just upgraded, so you can see all of those guys are Expo 1 guys, so they don't bring heat into the war. It's mainly Fallen and above that are bringing in the weight to the war. But I mean, if you look at, those are our players that, they show up and we get usually the 3 stars or the 98%. So anyways, war recap. It was a fun war.